Hello everyone, my name is Lucy Young and welcome back to another LWX 24 forecast where today we're talking about Hurricane Milton as he is now a Category 5 hurricane and barreling towards Florida. Looking at this map from the National Hurricane Center, as you can see, Milton is currently near the Mexico Peninsula and he is a major hurricane. Again, a major hurricane is a Category 3 hurricane or greater. Milton is currently a Category 5 hurricane with winds up to 200, with winds 180 miles per hour, with wind gusts up to 200 at least, possibly even greater. This is definitely something we've not seen in quite a while. This is like only something we'd see every century or so, just to show how extreme this is. By 1 p.m. Tuesday, Milton will still be in the Gulf of Mexico, getting closer and closer towards Florida. By 1 a.m. Wednesday, we will still be having a major hurricane on our hands, and then by 1 p.m. Wednesday, you'll start to feel those outer bands from Milton around the Tampa Bay area, and if you're already under those hurricane warnings. And then by 1 a.m. Thursday, Milton will be making landfall as a major hurricane on the western Florida peninsula. Winds could be anywhere from 100 to 120 miles per hour around the Tampa Bay area, and gusting up to 155 miles per hour, and that is just truly insane. This hurricane will have damaging winds. Almost catastrophic damage is expected, especially along the Tampa Bay area. So definitely, if you have been asked to evacuate, I highly recommend evacuating. But along with these damaging winds, we will have that threat for storm surge, tornadoes, and those flooding downpours. Here, Hurricane Milton around the Tampa Bay area, I did upgrade our storm surge threat up to a high threat, as the storm surge has been increased as around the Tampa Bay area. Storm surge could be anywhere from 10 to 15 feet, as if the storm surge is 15 feet, that will cause catastrophic damage without the winds. But with the winds, it is going to be devastating. Wind damage is a high threat, as those winds will be able to gust up to 155 miles per hour. Flooding threat is a moderate threat. This hurricane is moving fairly slowly, so we are going to see as much rain as we did with Helene. And then the tornado threat is a low, possibly a moderate threat. We'll be able to tell more in the upcoming days. The flash flooding threat for the National Hurricane Center, you can see down here, we have that moderate risk of flash flooding in the southern parts of Florida around Miami and Key West. And then we do have another large moderate risk in parts of Florida, including Orlando, Tampa Bay, and Jacksonville. That is a moderate risk, is for a 40% chance of flash flooding or greater. The peak storm surge forecast we have, this was just updated by the National Hurricane Center. I'm recording this around 4 p.m. depends what time you're watching this, but this could change. Around the Tampa Bay area, 10 to 15 feet. Charlotte Harbor, 6 to 10 feet, and then over here by St. Johns River, 2 to 4 feet. That storm surge could really vary from 1 to all the way up to 15 feet. It really just depends where you live. And that storm surge could go all the way up into the South Carolina coast. That wind span is just huge from this Hurricane Milton. And as I said, this hurricane is a relatively quick moving hurricane, so the rain isn't that much. But around the Tampa Bay area, you could expect 6 to 8 inches of rain or so. Around Orlando, 4 to 6. Down in Miami, only 2 to 4 inches. These red boxes here are those hurricane warnings, which mean a hurricane is expected. Those hurricane force winds are expected. Some of the areas in these hurricane warnings do include Lakeland, Bartow, Sebring, Arcadia, all the way down to Fort Myers, and all the way up to Cedar Key. Those pink boxes are those hurricane watches, which does include Orlando, Daytona Beach, and West Palm Beach. When preparing for a hurricane, you want to board up all your windows and secure any loose items with major gusty winds. That is definitely not going to be good. If you have any patio furniture outside, I recommend bringing that inside. Maybe if you have a basement, putting it in your basement if possible, because you do not want those things blowing around, as that can become flying debris. Have your go bag ready with all of the supplies that you may need, and keep your gas tank at least halfway full, if not all the way full, as gas has been running out recently. If you need to evacuate, definitely you want to have gas in your car, and don't leave your pets alone. Bring them with you, and if you can't find a shelter to take them in, if possible. Evacuations are already being ordered around the Florida area. In Manatee County, schools are closed Monday through Wednesday. Mandatory evacuations orders are for all healthcare facilities in zones A, B, and C. Voluntary evacuations for residents in parts of zones A, B, and C, as well as those in mobile homes. Mobile homes are a big problem in the weather community, as they are definitely not as secure as normal houses would be, as normal houses are sunk into the ground. They're drilled to cement, but those mobile homes, they are just set on top of a platform. Again, with 155-mile-per-hour wind gusts, those houses could easily blow over, if not get flooded. And in Manatee County, we do also have those mandatory evacuations. Schools are closed Monday through Wednesday. Evacuations are required for levels A and B, and all residents or visitors in RVs and mobile homes are required to evacuate. The FEMA Mobile Disaster Recovery Center at Lakewood Ranch Library is also closed as of October 7th. When making a hurricane emergency preparedness bag, you want to have lots of water, non-perishable food, as like if you had food from your refrigerator, that could perish very quickly without power, as power could be out for days, if not weeks. You want a first aid kit if somebody were to get injured, phone chargers, important documents such as birth certificates and passports, emergency phone numbers, and lots of batteries. Again, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and stay weather aware.